What's up, everybody? Funnel Doc here. Hope you're having an amazing day. In today's video, we're going to be going over how to create a AI voice assistant or webinar assistant reminder bot. A bot that's going to be able to call, or an agent that's going to be able to call for any events you're having, whether it's a webinar, 3-day challenge. Maybe you just need reminders for upcoming events. Maybe they have appointments or whatever. Imagine the power of having an AI voice assistant, being able to call them up, ask them questions about their appointment, get them excited about it, and confirm that they're even going to be able to show up. I mean, think about the power of that. If someone calls you up the day before your webinar, let's say, and they're like, hey, we're just calling to see how you're doing. We're so excited about you attending this event. It's going to be amazing. You're going to learn this and that. And let me know if there's any questions. And then there's also the thought is, you could find out if there's any questions about the upcoming subject that maybe you need to address during the training or whatever you're doing. So you could even have the AI assistant not only answer their questions, but it could record their questions and bring that answer in the high level. There you can use it in other places as well as multiple other things. But the power of having someone to call up that you don't have to pay a virtual assistant to do it 24/7 and be able to be automated is immense, and it's going to increase your show up rate no matter what it is. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to set that all up. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get today's training rolling. Now, where we're at right now, this is HL Voice AI. This is my AI software that I have here that if you're interested in becoming a part of after today's training, just let me know. Say Voice AI down in the comments, and I'll let you know how you can get set up with your own Voice AI assistant or software, sorry. So today we're going to go ahead and start from scratch. These are a bunch of different assistants that I've made before. We're going to go over here to create assistant. Now, there's 4 different types of assistants you can make. You can make an outbound and inbound. If you want to do batch calling, you got a CVS of someone that you need, you can do that. As well as you can create a widget that can be embedded somewhere. You can embed it right into the high-level dashboard. Imagine having a voice AI assistant embedded right in the dashboard that can answer questions. It can take information, book calls. It can do all types of stuff. And I'll show you all the different stuff coming up here in a minute. Now, today we're focusing on outbound calls. This is a reminder bot or reminder agent that we're going to be using for a webinar in this case. And this could be for any event. It doesn't have to be for a webinar. It could be maybe they have a dentist appointment. Maybe they're about to get their oil changed. Whatever business. This is what's so great. Any business that uses the phone can use voice AI. So you have a business and you need to remind people, you need to answer FAQs, you need to do customer service, you need to do sales, maybe you have appointment setters. I mean, there's so much potential. I mean, one of my fitness clients, they have it so that they actually set up their voice AI to where mornings it will call up their clients and motivate them and ask them questions about their workouts and all different stuff. It's really cool. And the limit is your imagination with this type of stuff. So first things first, if you want, you can upload a little image here so that it adds some I don't know, flavor of who the person is. So we'll put a picture of me. All right, we're gonna say there. We're gonna change the name from my outbound assistant to webinar reminder assistant. And in this environment, assistant. There we go. In this environment, every assistant or agent, whatever you want to call them, has one real task. Now, we have the ability to create teams where you create one assistant. I'm going to do a video on this tomorrow where you create one agent who's like the gatekeeper agent that talks to the person and then figures out what they need and then filters it out to the different individual agents. And the reason why you want to do this is you don't want to make something too generalized. With AI right now and with everything where it's at, you need these agents to be very specific. So for instance, like the one we're creating today, it's specifically, its job is to get people excited and remind them about the upcoming webinar, make sure they're going to attend and find out any questions that they might have. So we'll probably use a question extraction bot too, because we're not, and we'll get into that in just a second. So you got your name here. Next thing, you have your voice. Now you can use 11 Labs is available in here. If you come right now and hit change, you'll see that there is 46 different voices that you can choose from. This is hooked to 11 Labs. They even have, I was playing around doing my own voice. Bill's a really good one. It's up to you. You can come in and you can just listen to it. If you want to hear what they sound like, know that this custom greeting here is what they're going to say. Also know that no matter what, this greeting is the first greeting they're going to say. So when the bot or when the agent and the person answers the phone, right now it would say, "Hey there." Whatever you want it to say, you make sure that once the person engages that they'll reply with this. So be careful, because later in the prompt, a lot of times when I first started doing this, I didn't realize it, and I had this one, and then I'd have another first engagement in there, and it'd be like, "Hey there." And then they something and be like, "Hey, how are you doing?" So it engaged with them twice. It was just something learning, but I just want you to be aware of that. Also, you can use custom variables just like in high level. You can have different values for that: name, phone number, email, what their pain points are, etc. You can use those in here. So if I want to say, "Hey there, I just called to make sure that the 10 the let's see, AAA. We'll just say AAA secrets training, because I haven't named my webinar yet. Secret masterclass training on." And then you could use a variable. I don't have one right now, but I would use a variable here for the date, because then you could use this for, if you're using it for multiple different events, like you're going to do another one, you want to use the same workflows in high level and bots. That's the cool thing about this AI software too, is it integrates directly into high level, like super easy. So hey there, let's do a variable. Let's just say event date. We'll just call it event date. And then we'll need to set this up later in high level. We'll do that. We can probably do that today. Event date. We might just build the bot out. We might do the high level stuff tomorrow, actually. Yeah, we'll probably just build this bot out today just to give you the idea of it, and then event date. Let's see here. And you'll see right here, as soon as I added the variable appeared here, and you're able to copy that. You also see it'll be listed on the side right here. So let's see here. Hey there, I just called to make sure you're going to attend the AAA Secrets Masterclass training on event date. Let's see what Bill was. I like Bill. Bill's a good one. Let's try it. Let's select Bill here. And then what you do is you hit play right here, and now you'll be able to hear the voice in just a second. It's going to
say there. I just called to make sure that you are going to attend the AAA Secrets Masterclass training on event.date.
Yeah, I like it. I like his voice. It's a little monotone.
Hey there. I just called to make sure that you are going to attend the 8AA Secrets Masterclass training on event.date.
And I wouldn't, normally he wouldn't say event.date, of course. Whatever variable is, you could put in there on, let's see, what if we say it was like May 9th? I wonder if he'll recognize that. Let's play it one more time. I'd be curious. I don't think he'll pull it.
Hey there. I just called to make sure that you are going to attend the 8AA Secrets Masterclass training on event.date.
Yeah, he didn't pull it. He will in actual call, though. He would actually pull that information. I would, of course, change it so it wouldn't say AAA. I didn't like that. It is a little slow robotic, so we come in. You can test some other ones. Let's say we want somebody sort of excited. Excited American English. Let's go with Jeremy. Let's see what he sounds like.
Hey there. I just called to make sure that you are going to attend the AAA Secrets Masterclass training on event.date.
Yeah, I like him better. I like that voice way better. So we're going to go with Jeremy on this one. Now, the next thing we want to look at is the AI model. Now, they have a default system here, which is optimized for optimized for real-time conversation. It's a good system, but if you want to use one of the GPTs, you can see here, if you use GPT-4, you get high quality text understanding and speed. There's lower performance in logical reasoning and context understanding, but there's lower latency here. Not that the latency is bad at all, but let's go with GPT-4 Turbo for this one. And then you've got your response time. Now, if you hover over this, you say low for rapid exchange, high for more focused turns with less crosstalk. So if you wanted to talk back and forth and to be able to get a real, where it's more concerned about getting the latency out, so it's more of a dialogue, Whereas if you just have it to want to like deliver information or something, and there's not going to be a huge exchange back and forth, you want to go in the high here. It's not really, it's less than 5 seconds. It's not that fast. And this one's like less than a second. It's like 1, it's done. So next one is you only have English right now. They are looking at adding other languages, but they want to perfect English first before they start branching into other languages and dialects. So then you've got your custom vocabulary. If you had anything that you wanted to add into it, so you could say like master class or just anything that's going to key off of or need to recognize for this specific, and then you see it automatically saves it. For this specific bot, we really don't need it. If you want to enable the recording of the actual conversation itself, then you'll toggle this on and you'll see it'll view the recording. If you look down at the bottom here, you'll see you'll get if you get 1,000 minutes, this account's set up for 1,000 minutes. You can see I just happen to be have used 69 of them, but your minutes would be tracked right there. Next thing you do is hit the next step. You come over here. Now, this is where you sort of start designing your agent and how it's going, or this is where you design your agent and how it's going to react. Now, you've got specific actions that you can choose. If you don't want to use an action, you can just use a prompt. You don't have to click on this. So if this is just like an FAQ bot and it's not necessarily going to send a SMS afterwards, and SMS afterwards is usually good if you want some type of like follow-up or something for them to click with like a link or something. That's a lot of times where you use this. If you want to schedule them to book an appointment, what you do is you come right here. You can use cow.com or High Level, and it's super easy for High Level. You just click. This one's not connected. I got to hook it up for High Level right now. But you come in, you click it for High Level, and then you just select your different calendars for it. Super easy. And then you've got your transfer call right here. And this is why I just said we're just going to build the agent, because I got to hook up the other part. I'll do that in a second. And then you can transfer calls to a live human. So if you come right here, you just put their phone number. And then this is going to be like, when should the transfer take place? So you give it an example of what the customer would say or responses they might respond to be able to do that. Like, I want to talk to a human. Let me talk to the manager, something like that, or some type of response. They just need examples here that the AI can learn off of. And then the one we're going to be using today is the info extractor. So this is a live engagement. You just come in, you hit add question right here. Now you have a yes, no question. You have a single choice question where it's there's different choices for it to sort of choose from. And then there's open question. Today we're going to be using a open question. So the identifier is like, what is the variable name it's going to be? So this is going to be, we're just going to call it webinar. We're going to call it masterclass question. Master class underscore question. There we go. All right, can we do dash? Let me see if I can do dash. Nope, just question. All right, question. And then what are you looking to find out? So this is what the question is. What are you hoping to learn from the training or masterclass? There we go. So we'll just go with that. And then your output examples, this is just so the AI can get an idea of what it should be looking for. You know what I mean? So what are you hoping to look for? I want to learn more about AI. You could be want to learn how I can sell AI, you know, and then how business. There we go. So we'll go something like that. And you give several examples, but this is one. And you can do a couple questions. If you wanted, you can actually add another question. So if you had multiple questions you wanted the agent to ask, you could set that up. Now it comes with a base prompt right here that's set up for just a basic assistant with a made-up company called, what is it? Cloud Innovate or something. But what we're going to do is we have a prompt creation that's used for AI. So you just come right here, and we're going to do this today. We're going to create using AI. So this is called, they call it the prompt copilot. It's not related to Copilot, the AI at all. So I would like to create a performing prompt with AI assistant voice. Can you please assist me? Of course, be happy. To start, is it an inbound or outbound call? To clarify out, and it tells you to clarify inbound calls are typically received from customers or clients focused on offering support or addressing specific inquiries. Outbound calls are usually initiated by the company, often for reasons such as booking appointments, qualifying leads, follow-up with customers, or sending reminders. And today we're going to say, so I always do this too. I always ask it to ask me questions one at a time. I wish I could pre-program it. I might talk to the devs and see if they can do that, because if not, it will ask you like 6 questions at once, and it can be a little bit annoying trying to like, you can just copy and paste my guess answer, but I always just say, hey, please. All right, so now we're going to hit send, and we're going to wait a couple seconds here. It should take about 15 to 30 seconds, depending. Oh, not that even that long. All right, understood. Let's dive right in. See, like this question, if I didn't ask it that, it would like literally have asked me like 5 questions. Could you please provide detailed background information about your company, its name, the primary service? It still sort of gave me like a bunch all at once here, and this is sort of what I don't like. So the company's name. I mean, usually what I'll do if it does that, it will be background information about your company. I'll just do this. I'll copy it and go background information, and then I'll just paste it in here, and then I just sort of answer it. Background information about company, and then I'll just do this, and and then what's its name, and then I'll take this out, and I'll be like its name, service, and there is not really a service here, boom, boom. So I just go like this, boom, boom. There we go. So we'll just say this is a masterclass training to train people about AI and how to leverage it in digital marketing. Let's see. What is the unique proposition for the customers? We'll say, here we go. So we're going to go with that first for gathering information. We'll hit this send. Thanks for sharing that. Let's move to the next one. The next question is for objection handling. Can you anticipate any potential objection concern they might have receiving a call for the masterclass reminder, and how would you like them to address them? So objections or concerns. So objections would be like, no, I'm not going to be able to make it. And there's probably like about 8 questions they're going to ask before you get this in. So, but just know this is the same flow you go through if you're doing it. It'd be something like this. So the next thing they want is a call script instruction. So this you're going to sort of lay out how you want the conversation to go, just a script. You want to go from the aspect of the bot aspect or the agent aspect. Don't put in what you think the person's going to say. Just put in what you want the actual agent to say. So excellent. Those are very valuable points for addressing potential concerns. Let's set the structure of the call script. Could you please specify how you envision the introduction of the call going? This includes a greeting and brief explanation of the call's purpose. Hi, and then we'll always do contact dot first name. We'll do dot name. There we go. And you can set these up variables however you want. When you transfer it in a high level, and we'll probably do maybe that training tomorrow, but when you do that, all you need to do is just make sure that you have the convention that you're using there is set up, and that the one that high level uses is whatever it is. So you can put whatever you want here for the variable. You just have to make sure when you set it up to exchange information in high level that the proper one selected in high level. Boom. I think that's great. So again, I could write the whole thing out, but this, he specifically said, could you please specify how you envision the introduction of the call going? So perfect. That's clear and engaging introduction. What would they see? And they're going to, this way, this is, I like this. This helped with the way I said it before. So this way they're breaking up the script for you. Perfect. That's a clear and engaging introduction. What would be next in the conversation after confirming attendance? For instance, asking about what they hope to learn from the masterclass, or confirming their email or additional materials. And here they are. See right here, this is what I wanted to learn from the masterclass. So once they confirm, after they confirm attendance, I would say the next step is sort of get them excited. FOMO. Let's see about that. That'll be interesting. I can't wait to play with this guy. This is gonna be great. After we build all this out and do the prompt, that's why we're not doing the high level stuff, because we're gonna do some test calls on it and stuff like that. Following that, how would you like to proceed if the contact expresses they cannot attend? You mentioned asking why and convincing them to attend on May 9th. Could you provide instructions or key points you'd like to cover on in this scenario. We'll keep it easy. We'll keep it easy. You can always amend this. That's the thing too. Like once this is done, and realize you should, just like with any, whether you're using chatbots or voice AI, the first time you use the prompt, the first time you set everything up is the first time. You're going to test it. You're not going to like the way it's going to respond to that. That's how you rewrite the prompt. That's how you do stuff. All right, got it. Thank you for providing those details. To wrap up the call, after addressing their attendance and attempting to resolve these concerns, how would you like to conclude the conversation? So this would be reconfirm to conclude. I don't think we're going to conclude, though. Even though they said conclude, though, I'm going to say next. Reconfirm the time and date, then ask them what they want to learn from. Yeah, we're going to go next, then not conclude. We don't conclude it yet. We don't include it yet. So here's the basic prompt they've got. They've got everything laid out. They've got the instruction. We're just going to go with this. You could keep messing with if you wanted to, so know that you can always go back here and play with this, but I'm going to say no, this is great. Good. All right, perfect. And this is why it took a little longer, because it adds this insert prompt. So after you're done here, you see, you just hit insert prompt and you see how it changes in the background. Now, if I go to create prompt, it will reset, I believe. It might have a previous conversation in there. Let's see. Yeah, I thought it reset, yeah. But you can just drop and drag this in there and say, hey, this is a previous prompt that I used before. Let's work on it, you know. So we're going to do that. We've got the info extractor set up for the action. We've got everything set up. We're now going to go to next. We like the voice. This is the one thing that you do have to get is a number from Twilio. It's not a big deal. They're $1.15, I think it is, for a number, because you do have to use Twilio for the voice for the actual phone call. The next, you can set your budget. This is your max daily budget. This is something I highly recommend you do, just so that if you're doing multiple calls, like you have a webinar going off and you've got all these calls, you maybe want to be set at 500 or 1,000 or whatever it is. I don't know. But think about this, no matter what the event is, how can it not increase show up rate? How can you not get a phone call and to talk to someone and it not somehow increase show up rate? That's my question. Like, how can it not work? I mean, you're literally, I know tons of people that use VAs for it. Now using something like this allows everyone, someone that couldn't afford a VA or wasn't at the point in their career where they wanted to have a VA, or maybe they don't want to hire a VA. Now they can automate all that with just a little bit of work. So once that's all done, your budget is set. You're going to hit finish. Boom. Now the agent is done. Now you can come in here and you can configure everything like we talked about before. Masterclass in there. Here's your prompt right here in case you want to go into your prompt. Now deployment. Now this is where we're going to get in this tomorrow. We'll do this part tomorrow. When you want to send, there's two Webflow or two workflows you have to have in high level. You have to have one that sends the call out so that it'll be on a timer, and we'll set that up tomorrow. So it'll go out before the event at a certain time. We'll do all that tomorrow in tomorrow's training. Realize we're going to have in the morning, we're going to have more of a high level based training as far as stuff going in high level. And then in the evening, we're going to have more AI voice trainings every day for the next couple of weeks. So this guy, though, what you do is you have two different ones. You have one that initiates the call out of high level, and then you have one that pulls the information that's gathered. And then you're going to want to put this webhook right here inside a high level, from high level inside here. We'll get in that tomorrow. And then you've got in here, you've got your actual calls where you have you'll see this once we start making calls in the test. We'll go look at this. You'll be able to see the results, who it's from, et cetera, when it was created, yada, yada. So now to go test, you're going to come in here. You're going to select your high-level number. We're going to put the name here. We're going to have it call me. And then we'll say May 9th, and we'll see about that. And let me grab my phone here, and we will make a phone call. Let me turn it on. So I usually always have the ringer off when I'm working and doing videos, but see, that's why. Already getting a little da-doop. 19, yep. Oh, there we go. So we're going to hit there. Let's go speaker.
I just called to make sure that you are going to attend the LA Secrets Masterclass training on May 9th.
Oh, he's Irish. Yes, I'm going to be attending. I think it's going to be amazing. Tell me more about it.
The masterclass will dive into how you can use AI, especially voice and chat agents, to boost your leads and sales. It's a fantastic opportunity to explore new revenue streams and get ahead in the digital marketing game. What specific aspects are you most interested in learning about?
I want to learn how I can use AI in my digital marketing agency and how I can make a new revenue stream from it.
Perfect. This masterclass would be right up your alley then. We'll cover strategies on integrating AI tools into your services, which can help automate tasks and offer personalized experiences to your clients. Plus, we'll explore innovative ways to turn these AI capabilities into profitable new offerings for your agency. Is there anything else you'd like to know more about, or any other expectations you have for the session?
No, that's really it. I appreciate you calling and reminding me about it. What day is it on, by the way?
It's on May 9th. I'm glad you're excited about it. If you have any more questions as the date approaches, feel free to reach out. Looking forward to seeing you there.
Bye-bye. No, he hung up. He hung up on me. He hung up on me. But there you go. So how did the agent do? And now this is important for anybody that's in the system or decides to sign up. This helps train the AI. So I really like that. I thought the Irish voice sounded great. I don't know about you. The latency was great. I think it was great. So we're going to send feedback on that. Now, you've got your transcript right here. This is the actual transcript of the call itself, which is pretty cool. So if we want to come in here, you can see everything that was said, what they said, who I said, etc., like that. Next thing is the actual recording itself. So if I wanted to listen to it, you can also download it or adjust the playback speed. This is really helpful for fine-tuning voices and responses and things like that. And then you're going to look right here. You're going to see the two different actions. Now, if we had the extract info of the master class, or here's the return value. This was the example I gave. That's why I look funny. I want to learn how I can. So this was the value that we pull into high level and be able to use in multiple different spots. Imagine having a list of all the different questions, concerns, and everything before the training even started the day before. How powerful could that be? So with that, that's going to wrap up today's training. Tomorrow, we're going to be jumping in how to do the tech side of it. Let me know in the comments below, and we're going to cover right now if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Thanks for watching today's video. Funnel Doc out. Peace.